Well, hello everybody. Um, about time I streamed again. Jeez, it's been such a long time. Um, now, before we begin on the main thing, the reason why I hadn't been able to stream so much is just my mother is at home all the time, so it's really kind of hard to like stream without interrupting her work because she usually does work at home, but she's out somewhere, probably doing something work related. So finally, I have a chance to do a proper stream after some time. Ugh. So I'm just taking this opportunity to just do some trains. Since I hadn't done trains stream in a while, and I'll probably take the time to show off some new K&L trains models that I got fairly recently with the help of my brother. That was meant to be his Christmas gift to me. So yeah, I do have a plethora of stuff. But yeah, so after that mini ramble out of the way, I'm just gonna give the link to friends. I don't know if Eric is out or Wolf. And I'll probably give it to Professor. Alright, kill, kill, kill. I already have the game up right now. Hey, Neil. Nal, or whatever the case. But yeah, as I said, I already got the game up. So I'm just gonna, yeah. Alright, I'm probably gonna show off the models that I got first, and then I'll just start running some trains. So, what have I got? So I have got Western Maryland, number 734, and it's consists of 5 cars right here, and as it implies with all the K&L models, it looks pretty good. Especially this car right here. It looks so detailed. I actually don't know what this car is. What is this? Oh, bike car? Guessing it holds bikes. Something. And I guess the rest of these are coaches. And because I kept thinking of CJ, and since CJ likes these engines, I've also got the new Penzi K4s. Yeah. Yeah, these guys. And like, wow, these guys look really nice. Especially these side rods right here, and the rivets on the boiler. They stand out a lot more better. And the whistles on these sound really nice. Yeah, those are nice whistles, and I love the bell as well. K&L trains really knocks engines like these out of the park. And I also love, and I really like the passenger cars that the Mega Pack comes with. I mean, look at these. Like, these coaches look amazing. can actually change the names on. Oh, Pittsburgh, Drumhead. Oh, I can. I can change them. President, the American, the Arlington, the Broadway Limited. Holy, that is a lot of names. Even change the coach names too, I reckon. Dang. Dang, dude. And, no, I don't want to do consist. And what else I got? Oh, I also got the Blue Mountain in Reading 425. Where is it? No, not here. Oh, I also got 475. Yeah, the real actually no, not the OG. Well, I mean, yeah, Tatmar Rainbow Star. Yeah, and along with some Strasbourg coaches, it comes with a really nice bunch of wagons. Yeah, these I like these. These are good. These are good. And I've looked at this flat car recently, and CJ is gonna like this. It has a DeLorean as one of the loads, right there. Maybe the folks will be like, "Hey, and I like Back to the Future as much as CJ does." Where was I? So, oh yes, Blue Mountain and Reading 425. Oh, consist. Four. Five. Consist. Now there's a bunch of versions of this engine. V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. In each variant comes with each of its own respective tenders and auxiliary tenders. That's what the consists for the engines are. Okay. So and it also has a lot of other consists from the Blue Mountain reading. So this example is the fall foliage excursion. Oh wow, I like this coach. What is this? Oh, it's a baggage generator. Interesting. Coach arch roof. Is this another arch roof? Oh, it's a Pullman. And God, it has a dome car. Sweet. Huh? Why is this observation car facing the wrong way? I'm guessing that's how it was. Right, it's two observations, back to back. And I've also got a nickel plate Robocato, number 587. I'll go back to the consoles again. Yeah. So I think that's all the models that I have. Oh, I've also. There's also the M class, which is basically 375's class, the NNW. All right. Well, all right. Enough of flexing my models. Time to bring some trains out. I think what I should start with. You know what? You know what? You know what? Heck it. I'm gonna start with the K4. K4 with the passenger. So this K4 post-war. And for is baggage car gonna be in front? Yes. Should check the chat real quick. Oh, oh! Thank you for reminding me, CJ. I also got a New York Central Hudson. Hang on a second. That's on. What? Ah, J1 Hudson. Oh wait, that's the old one. Oh, there we go. J3 Hudson. I haven't actually heard the. I'm all the way back over here. I haven't actually tested the whistle on this thing. Alright, what does it sound like? Wow. I like the bell. Alright, well, I actually might put that on a train somewhere. But hang on a second. Is the Hudson seriously taller than the K4? What? The Hudson is taller than the K4. Oh, jeez. What a bibble. Okay, well. And now I'm going to extend this train a bit more. I'm just going to decouple the observation. Do it over here. Then make sure it's the same car. Yep, right. 9, 10, 11. There we go. I reckon the K4s can haul a 12-car train with ease. Right. Set the camera. Oh, I got it selected first. Bollocks, it's drivable. K4. Engine post-war. What the frick? Okay, you know what? Maybe. But I hate it when that happens sometimes. Does it happen to you sometimes whenever you like try to set up like a train leaving a station scene and then you select the engine and it doesn't give you the ability to drive? That happens to me and it kind of ticks me off. We have contact. I should put the light on. Alright, well, okay, I reckon the passengers are already aboard, so we might make a prompt departure. Well, this model is insane. Utterly gratifying how some people can like come together to revive lost history, especially almost lost railroad history, such as the Penzies, the K4s. We got a great crossing coming up, so. Alright, hang on a second. I just gotta do this signal and then. Alright, now who's here? Oh, it's Eric.
Hi, E2.
Hey, Eric.
I see that you forgot to give me the link. But I decided to come and join the stream because I see you were doing something with trains.
Exactly. I'm just semi doing some things with the new K&L models that I got, particularly this K4.
Oh yeah. Hey, I saw that earlier that you didn't know if I was going to be attending the stream or not earlier because I saw the replay chat earlier.
Guys, I didn't know if you were at
You mean like Saddleback today? My school?
Yeah, I was thinking that you were possibly otherwise engaged at Saddleback.
Well, I'm actually on my way to Saddleback, but since it doesn't happen for like another hour, I thought I'd stay and join for a while. Well, since like I said, since I don't have Saddleback for like another hour, I thought I'd come and join for a little bit.
Cool. Do good, even if it is for an hour.
The K4.
Yes, with. The Williams Sport Express.
Ooh.
And I noticed that you said even for the Free Wars.
Oh.
The Free Wars. I reckon that's very painful based. Since
yeah. Yes, sorry, I can't hear all that well because of the whistle sound and the chuffing.
Yes, sorry.
Maybe
I can turn the sound down.
Yeah, that would be better.
Sound volume. There we go. 50%. Alright, how does it work? How's it? Okay, maybe a little more. Settings. Sound settings. There we go, 30%. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better.
That's good. Oh, looks like another one's on board.
Oh, it's the man.
Oh, it's Daniel.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey,
Everything going okay for you two?
Very good, yes.
Good
grief. Hey, Daniel.
This is a big landscape you've got here, E2.
Yeah, it's a route that I found somewhere on a trainz website. So yeah, I'm just here running some of the new K&L trainz models that I got recently.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, E2 and Daniel, guess what? I want to tell you something that happened to me last night.
Oh? Alright.
What's that?
Hold on, let me just put myself. Yesterday I got a promotion at work.
Oh.
You got promoted.
Yeah, I work at a pizza place, and this time I got promoted to working on preparing meals in the kitchen area.
Oh. That's
interesting.
Good.
Yeah.
By the way, E2, just out of curiosity, how are you getting on with the next episode for episode 6? Because I realized you were started working on it when you needed my lines.
Yeah, I filmed like the first. I filmed the first 2 scenes yesterday, but I'm taking a break today to do this stream. But I'll probably resume production probably later today or maybe tomorrow.
Okay, how far have you got for the lines?
I still need Geos, Matoros, Toms, Olivia's, and I still need Eric's.
Ah, well, I still need Geo's for Lassie and Bambi's next episode.
Well, I can do my I'm gonna do my lines probably this week. Sorry, I haven't been able to do them this week because I was sick with a bit of a sore throat, but I'm feeling better.
That's good. And also, this is going to sound bizarre. I'm still trying to think of a name for the LNER Green brother of Max.
Oh, an LNER brother of Max, the Thompson tank?
Mm-hmm. I just haven't thought of a name for him yet.
Oh,
But
hey.
hang on. If any of you guys have got any name suggestions, I'm willing to listen to them.
Oh, okay. Oh, also, Daniel, do you know that Olivia's birthday is going to be in 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, dang.
This month isn't just Olivia's birthday; it's my sister's 30th as well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The only
Oh,
problem
hey, it's Will.
Hey,
Will.
E2, what's up?
Hey, Will.
I decided to hop by and just visit some of my friends for a little bit before I go to work today.
That sounds good enough because it had been how long's it been since we last entered the stream?
I think that was like the first. I think that was like January.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Well, either
And
way.
hopefully-
Sorry, you first, Will.
No, after you, Daniel, my friend.
And besides, I think we all needed a break from streaming for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, I've done 2 streams so far.
Oh.
Well,
Anyway, what were you about to say, Will?
I was actually thankful that I'm kind of hopping on this stream before work because I'm not sure when's E2 going to stream again because I might be off for a little while because next week for my 21st birthday I'm going to be going to Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
Ooh, 21st birthday. That's wonderful.
Yeah, to
That's
the Level Up convention where I get to see the creator of Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss, Vivzy Pop herself.
That's a
God
bit
damn,
similar.
You're pretty lucky.
That's like me. I got a lucky birthday on my 21st because my mum and
And
my
I got an
sister
early birthday
surprised
gift
me.
from my mom and dad.
My mum and my sister surprised me on my 21st by taking me for a 3 days trip to New York.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
trip
that
to
was when
America.
you
Mhm.
photographed the 9/11 Memorial Museum.
That's right. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. I had been hunting for new locomotives again.
Okay. Oh, there's the K4. Wow, it is really hauling.
Oh, so Daniel, what E2 is showing? He's showing us his new trainz American models on this game.
And
So
it's
this
by
ma-
K&L Trains because I could tell by the whistle.
So technically, this map is meant to be somewhere in the US, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Particularly the Pennsy region, the Pennsylvania Railroad region.
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of Pennsylvania Railroad, did you know that a few days ago marked 72 years since one of the deadliest accidents that happened?
Wait, what was
happened?
that? Which one?
Let me explain. It was the Woodbridge train derailment. See, what happened was that a K4 steam a passenger train was making its way through New Jersey. It was also being pulled by a K4 locomotive number 2445. But then suddenly, at a place of Woodbridge, New Jersey, the train derailed off a bridge going over 50 miles per hour, and several of the coaches derailed.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the wreck of the Broker?
Yeah, that's the wreck of the Broker. So what happened, Daniel, was that the train was carrying over 1,000 passengers, and it derailed off a bridge going over 50 miles per hour. 85 people were killed, and over 500 were injured.
Well, we've had England's had a similar accident like that because, like that great big accident that happened at the Harrow and Wilstead.
Yes.
Stone.
Yeah, what about it?
That's a similar sort of event.
Well, that was actually a head-on. That was actually a collision. This was just only a derailment that happened with just one train. But in fact,
DJ's in the Google chat says, spoilers, Eric, that's the wreck of the Broker.
Yes, I know that. I know
Anyway,
that.
as I was saying, I got 3 new engines.
Yes.
Interesting.
One of my engines I got is actually an LNER A3 like Flying Scotsman, but painted in black.
Oh, also just like Gordon.
Sort of, but it has it's hard to explain, but it's painted in wartime black, and its name is Lemberg.
Lemberg.
I know that sounds like a really weird name, wouldn't you say?
I would say it's pretty interesting, though.
Oh, and Eric, I found this.
Oh,
Hey, an
the
Amtrak.
Amtrak AEM7s, aka the Toasters.
Impressive.
It took me a while, but I finally found this.
Ooh. Oh, it was actually determined that the cause of that accident was the train was actually speeding, going over the speed limit, which was 25 miles per hour, but it was only going 50 miles per hour when it derailed.
I see. Anyway, the other two engines I got are two diesels. One of them is a high mech class 35 like Bear.
Ooh, D7101.
Yep. And the other one is a class 43 warship, and it has a nameplate. This one,
What is it named?
the same name as that W1 CJ suggested, Pegasus.
Pegasus. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. But since I've got a W1 called Pegasus coming along, how am I going to compare the difference between names? I don't want to cause a lot of confusion.
That's fine.
Oh my god. I've spent many weeks trying to find a name for Max's brother, but nothing has come to mind, and it's making my head hurt thinking about it.
Why don't you
How
just like take a
about,
break and why don't you just like take a break from it for a while, and then you can like a few days, and then you can come up with it soon.
Well, I could do. I just need something that fits with, like something in Max or Max and something. You know what I mean?
Well, I was thinking like you could take a few days rest to like make you feel more relaxed, take your mind off of it for like a while, so that way you won't become overwhelmed.
I probably might think of something. Well, not right now, but probably. in the
No, it's all right. I'm not the rushing type. You can take your time thinking of names as well.
future.
I actually did think of one, but it kind of just, to me, it sounds better in my head, but it just sounds stupid saying it.
Well, let's hear it anyway. What's your suggestion?
I was thinking Maxton.
Maxton?
Maxton.
Hang on. CJ's just thought of a name suggestion called Callan.
Callan. Ooh.
Hang on.
Nice.
Let me type how it's spelled here in the private chat. Callan.
Oh, there
This
goes
is
the
the
K4 again.
That's the name he suggested.
Oh yeah, like Callan Station.
Hmm.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Or Alan's
Actually-
Castle.
Hang on. Actually,
Castle Lock.
Callan, that actually sounds pretty fitting.
It actually does in my.
All right,
in my
CJ,
opinion.
you solved the man's problem. Good.
You
good
solved
on
the
you.
problem.
Good on you.
Good job.
Well done.
Victory whistle.
Oh, so Daniel, that locomotive that E2 is driving is a Norfolk and Western M-Class 480 locomotive.
Huh.
Yeah,
In fact,
and I'm
there's
having
actually,
this one pull a freight train.
in fact, that's similar to the Strasbourg Railroad's own locomotive, number 475.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh, Daniel,
So,
I want to
I
tell you,
had some great ideas
one at
in
a time,
my
please.
like
nice people.
like this came to me in a dream one time. I was thinking, what should I do about like how could I? Because Will the Green Engine and Chocolate the Streamline Engine are basically the same person, but in different forms.
Hmm.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
But anyway, what were you saying, Eric?
do you remember the Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie with the Rainbow Sun?
The what?
Yes.
The Rainbow Sun, that's the train that Lily travels on.
Yeah.
Well, the locomotive that was featured in that movie was the Strasbourg Railroad's 475.
The Strasbourg Railroad 475.
Only the livery has been modified into.
Speaking of which, there she
Hang
is.
on, hang on, Eric. Let E2 speak for a minute.
I was just gonna say, only the livery has been modified so it has like Indian Valley initials.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That right there, Daniel, that's 475.
Oh. Yeah, I recognize the engine.
Yeah, and the train that's just leaving its Norfolk Western counterpart.
Speaking of Thomas and the Magic Railroad, do you think anybody ever thought of the idea of giving a Class 42 warship like Diesel 10 a claw?
I don't think I would.
I don't know who thought of that.
What I mean is, I don't know if it actually happened in real life or not.
Hmm.
Oh, could you guys pardon me for a minute? I won't be 2 seconds. I need to check something.
Okay.
Alright, won't be long.
CJ. CJ said he forgot one of the M classes had the number 382.
Oh yeah, 475 was also designed so built to look like 382 several times.
Yeah, for the
My microphone's not working. Oh, there it is now.
yes, for the Virginia Creeper freight train bay.
The Virginia Creeper.
What track is the K4 on? I just need to make sure because this is quite a slow-moving freight train, so I need to make sure that it will not run into the back of it. So this is the track the M is on.
Hmm.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, so I think it's on the right track. Yeah, so it will just blast right through on this track.
So is it going like the opposite direction or the same direction as the freight
No,
train?
it's going the same direction. This is like a four-way track, so I reckon these tracks go this way and these tracks go the other way.
Oh,
Okay, here I am. I was just checking on my dog.
oh, Meg.
Yeah. Aye.
Oh yeah, and I also forgot I have the pure.
It's kind of iffy. But if I am, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the days I'll be here if I am.
Some of them I've got their schedule down, so
Yeah.
Okay, this is random.
driving and that's that.
Yeah, I've also got the pure
It's kind of
market.
gone.
Ooh, that's a big engine.
Oh, Daniel, that was the Pure Marquette 1225, aka the Polar Express.
It's 1224 though, so 20.
Oh, 1224.
There we go.
Uh,
Probably gonna have it go like
There was one movie in the Thomas the Tank Engine franchise that where Lady and Rusty were in the same scene together, and I was thinking, is Lady canon or not?
Well-
that would is that movie Calling All Engines by any chance?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Because after the events of Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Lady and Diesel 10 weren't seen until then.
Oh yeah, because when season 6 came out, they just
Canon
completely
now?
ignored
'Cause
the
Diesel 10
events.
is canon.
Maybe.
Well, that Thomas and the Magic Railroad is not canon to Calling All Engines or others.
Well, some people like to imagine it is in their own way, but let's just say that people can imagine that it is,
Oh, all right.
and that doesn't hurt to imagine if it is or not.
Yeah. So, anyways, Daniel, that locomotive that you two just had, that was the Pure Marquette 1225, who was
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
basis for the locomotive in the Polar Express.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that.
Gotta flip this around.
Oh.
It's this train.
Oh yeah, I got to see that. I also got to see that locomotive in Michigan a year and a half ago.
So
I got
they,
to sit in the cab.
so they, God, it did it again. It did
What's
it again.
wrong? Me too.
Every time I set up a train at like a station or something, and every time I select the locomotive, it doesn't give me the ability to drive it. It's probably because it's like doing the whole passenger including bull crap, and we're like, don't do it, please. What else? CM Berkshire. Oh, it's what? That's weird.
Make that the
What is
thumbnail.
that?
Put the tender and the locomotive together, and that'll be the thumbnail shot. Perfect.
Oh, what just happened?
Apparently, there's an invisible track here.
Maybe that's meant to make it look like some sort of crash or derailment.
Or maybe for like camera angles or something. Okay. I might need to make. I need to make a thumbnail shot real quick. So I just gotta pull up Bandicam for a second.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And
I didn't know Bandicam was compatible. I never even used Bandicam. I use OBS.
Well,
I use Bandicam for like whenever I'm making like face animations.
well, you guys know Train Simulator more than I do.
All right.
I just play it because I got into the series.
I know more about American trains than you do.
All right. We just gotta wait for the Penzi. Where is the Penzi?
Penzi.
Oh,
That's a funny name.
Yeah, short for Pennsylvania Railroad. Okay, so it's blasting down the left side of the map. So I might reach. So I might reach this location in good time.
You're not going to cause a crash, are you?
I'm just setting up a thumbnail screenshot. Oh my god, it's doing 104 miles an hour.
Are they meant to be going at that speed?
The Pensies are Pacific type, so I reckon they are.
Like the LNER
And-
A3s, like Flying Scotsman
Yeah.
and Gordon.
And these engines were like built in like 1914.
Oh yeah, you know, Daniel, the
I think
Pens.
that, yeah,
Hang on. Let ET speak for a minute.
actually, I think Eric might know more about the K4s than I do.
Hang on, I think you're just approaching.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, like Daniel, like I was saying, the K4s were actually a famous kind of were an extremely famous locomotives for the Pennsylvania Railroad, and there were over 400 of them built.
Hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
and I just remembered. The boiler design for the K4s actually inspired the boiler design for the Flying Scotsman.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the carriages have realistic sounds too.
Hmm.
Neat.
Thumbnail shot.
Okay, so there's. Now where's the. I just gotta whistle for the crossing. Alright, here we go. Gonna go around this corner.
Oh boy.
But I need to set up a flying camera because it might provide a more dynamic angle. So, flying cam. There we go.
Oh.
Get the flying cam.
Mom, get the camera!
It makes you want to say a little catchphrase for this, but I don't know if it'll go with the scene.
Oh,
The scene is, it was at this moment that they.
I knew.
Here it comes.
Oh, I see him
Oh,
coming.
here it comes. Here it comes. Oh
You should You should make a DA screenshot with this.
Oh boy.
Oh, this isn't going to end well.
It's up.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm just gonna move it a little. Actually, hold on.
Uh.
There we go.
Okay, what just happened?
I power the pause button.
Oh my god, it's like you just stopped time.
It's like flash.
Like with a snap of fingers, I just like stop.
Also, oh, get out of my way!
It's like Time Man used his but Flash Man used the time stopper and just stopped everything.
Well, look on the bright side. At least it can't be any worse than when Ernest crashed into those meat vans.
Alright, and then
Oh, flashback to episode.
and then
There we go. Yeah, I mean, well, if anything, whoever set the points to the sunning should also been at fault because shouldn't they set it back for like the main line?
well, I mean, he was trying. I mean, the signalman was trying to prevent Ernest from crashing into Max. since he was pulling into the station.
Yeah,
And he was pulling a passenger train.
Yes.
yeah, that's
He
right.
didn't-
I know.
And he didn't want any of this to happen. Right now, let's get. Alright, now let's
Well-
get back. Let's get serious now.
And I'm just going to say, even though he did mess up a meat delivery, at least better the meat vans than the passengers.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Low on content on my channel because I only have like 3 or 4 videos on my channel. Like, let me check. Like 3 videos. I sent you the script for one of my shorts. I believe it was like my own shorts because I'm running low on content. I'm not to you.
Uh-huh.
Probably a meme parody.
Keep going forwards.
Parody of I summon Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
Alright, well, we're going, so.
So now you got 3 trains running.
Yeah.
Hang on, where's that music coming from?
Oh, sorry. I'm actually in a bus heading to the shuttle heading towards Saddleback.
Oh, I see.
Also, I want to ask, does anyone have any plans for Valentine's Day?
I can't really think of anything for Valentine's Day at the minute.
Well, guess who I'm going to be celebrating it, spending it with?
Olivia.
Bingo.
I mean, it's
Yep.
quite. I mean, it's quite obvious.
Quite
Not
obvious.
anyone. So yeah,
So there we go. I've got a better train now. 16.
solo train.
So we get the Berkshire again. Take 30. Oh, 12:22. All right. Willing to cooperate this time, Berkshire?
Is it? I'm probably going to regret asking. Is it like sort of glitching on you or something?
No, it's going all topsy-turvy, but now since it's at the station, it's not doing bad.
You didn't
now.
You don't need to regret saying anything.
Finally set it off. How is the M plus?
How's the what?
M plus.
Oh,
Where did it go? What? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Let's give it some more speed. It hasn't even completed a full cycle of the map yet.
I see. The Heineck Diesel, that's the same basis of bear that I've got. I've already thought of a name for him.
What is the name?
I was thinking of calling him Tech.
Tick. Like
No,
Tick, does he have Tourette's?
No, that's not what I said. Hang on. Look in the private chat. I meant naming him this.
It's tech.
Oh, Tech. I got it.
Yeah. And besides, I wouldn't name an engine after some kind of,
Certain goat.
well, yeah, but I also wouldn't name it after some, I don't know, what you call them, blood-sucking insects.
Oh. So, Daniel, I'm sure you know that Olivia and I are boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Yeah, she mentioned that.
And she and I also kissed a lot.
I kind of guessed that. No,
Oh.
no offense, of course, Eric.
I know. Oh, and Daniel, you may find this surprising, but in a couple years, after I graduate from my actual college, I'm gonna ask her to marry me.
Aren't you worried she might watch this and find out you just said that?
Oh, shoot. Well, she actually told me that she was actually thinking of like when I come back from Sacramento, she actually said that.
Oh.
But yeah, let's just forget I said that.
Okay.
Alright, so now we've got the Pierre Marquette with Blue Mountain in. Wait. Reading Blue Mountain and Northern Train because I can't really think of any other countries. And besides, it was cool.
Yep. And after I finish my Bambi and Lassie series, I'll still be working on my Transformer special, but at the same time, I'll try to work on different videos in between while I'm working on it, just to keep the viewers entertained.
Yeah. Oh,
The
hey
first-
Daniel. Oh, go ahead.
The
I know
first
I was
video.
voicing in that series, or I may or may not. I'm not sure who I
Okay.
voiced.
Well, you might get a chance, Will, because the first video I'll probably be making after I've done Bambi and Lassie series is called Spencer's Redemption.
Ooh. Is it like with confused coaches or like equivalent to Spencer's VIP?
Well, that's kind of... Well, all I could say is that I'll give you a description of what is meant to happen. Technically,
Okay.
Thomas comes across Spencer, who is hiding on an old siding at Vickerstown, but Spencer has been left there because nobody wants him anymore.
Ooh, dang. Because
Not
of,
even-
let me guess, because of his arrogant and pompousness.
Yep, and the Duke and Duchess of Boxford had also had enough of his arrogance. So Thomas decides to help Spencer, and I think the best way to do that would be for Spencer to be made into a Northwestern engine.
No offense, but shouldn't like Gordon be in Thomas's place because because Gordon and Spencer are cousins, but I know they are polar opposites. Who Gordon is mostly good-hearted, while Spencer is the complete opposite and more arrogant. So shouldn't that be given to Gordon instead?
Well, I was only suggesting Thomas because do you remember my episode, The Lucky E2?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
an oldie.
Because you remember Spencer insulted Thomas a lot that day.
Well, how about this? Why don't you have both Thomas and Gordon do it?
It's possible.
It could work.
Yeah, I think that would work better.
Just having the shot of him going over the bridge.
What were your thoughts on the script that I made for my possible 4th video? Because I'm not sure. Because I'm running out of ideas for content. So
I hadn't really seen it yet, Will.
it was just a E2 because I've been looking for like voice actors for like Bambi and Rono.
It's actually pronounced Rano. Remember that.
Bambi and Rono.
Where we know what you mean, and usually here in the UK it's pronounced Rono.
Yeah.
With me being a British folk myself.
You're not the
Oh,
only
that's
British folk
pretty
on this group. Geo is.
Yeah. Latoro AW, who does the voices of Henry and Niddleline and Pongo, he told me he lives in Northern Ireland.
Ooh, Northern Ireland. Oh yeah, that's right. He's not. Yeah, that's right. We got another Britain guy. So that makes 3.
I have to ask, E2, this might sound like a silly question, but do you know where Tom himself lives?
No, I do not. Or do I seek that information? Right, I know there are no power lines, like no electrical power lines on this map, but I'm doing this for the sake of Eric.
Oh, a double header Amtrak set.
Yeah, a double header of classic power.
Oh, I hope this won't be another one. I hope this won't be another Chase Maryland collision.
Yeah, I also have the E6. Of your baggage.
And one of my episodes I'm planning on in the future, some you already know, is called Dante Goes Too Far.
Oh yeah, I remember when you had enough of Dante's BS.
Yeah, but the only problem I have is I don't know how he'll go too far. Not yet.
One time, like when my Shockwave OC was in its prime, I was thinking Dante like steals his whistle because he hates steam engines and stuff. But since Shockwave's role has now turned over to Will's,
just very quickly, E2. I'm looking at it for you. CJ is just asking one question to you. Where are the PS4?
I do not have that. I did not buy that.
What? Out of curiosity, what is the PS4? E2.
It's a Pacific type from the American Southern Railway.
Oh,
Ooh, the American Southern Railway.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
like Southern 4501.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say in a respectful way, I completely forgot how long these Amtrak trains ran for.
Oh yeah, well Daniel, if you remember from that stream that I showed you when I was on the Amtrak California Zephyr back in June, that train had a baggage car, 2 P42DC locomotives, and 7 double-decker Superliner cars.
Oh yeah, I've heard of double-decker cars. I've seen a few of them when I went on a residential trip with college to Germany.
Oh yeah. Well, I think this Amtrak train could probably be like the Crescent, Silver Star, or Silver Meteor.
Okay. Don't some Amtraks run without the cables above them?
Well, this is actually that is true, but this Daniel, in the northeast section, in the northeast on the East Coast, there's a line called the Northeast Corridor that runs between Washington D.C. and Boston, Massachusetts, and they run on electricity.
Oh.
And my brother's been on the Amtrak down the Easter, which runs from Portland, Maine, all the way down to Boston. I haven't been on that train yet, and I want to.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been on the Down Easter, but I know I'm sure I probably told you this before, but I went on the Amtrak Acela Express. That was the fastest I've ever went on the train.
And also, my mum and I are planning, hopefully in May, that we'll go up to the little railway up north, the one where the Isledale Railway is based on.
Oh, I forgot the name of it. What's it called? The Ravens Lake and Everglass?
Ravenglass Railway.
Ravenglass Railway, yeah.
While I'm waiting for that time to come, I've been looking up pictures of what the engines are like, and they look very posh.
Well, I'm sure you probably know by reading the Railway series book, Small Railway Engines and Jock the New Engine.
Yeah, and I did some research, and you remember Mike, the red engine?
Oh yeah.
He, according to some history I learned about him, he used to be an engine with a tender that has side rods and actual wheels like the ones on his main body.
Oh yeah. Hey, speaking of Mike, he actually is a really funny character, and he's actually really funny when he can get temperamental. In fact, he's just kind of like Gordon and James in a sense, because instead of pulling passengers, he much prefers pulling freight trains. I mean, you think he and James will make a fine rivalry pair when they meet?
There actually was a video that was sort of based on that idea.
What do you mean?
Have you heard of the YouTube channel called Shunter Productions?
Oh yes.
There was a video called Red Engines.
Oh yeah.
I'm just clearing this Amtrak from.
And yeah, you do have a point, Eric. James and Micah are very alike. The only difference is James prefers coaches over goods.
Yes, and Mike prefers goods over passengers. Oh, speaking of the Railway series, I actually want to actually point out a topic that I wanted to point that I just discovered.
Which is?
Do you remember the Railway series book Henry the Green Engine?
Who doesn't?
Well, in the story Henry Sneezed, there was actually a bit of controversy that happened in 1972.
Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
See, what happened, Daniel, was that in the
Hang on.
original.
What were you thinking, E2?
So
He'll explain.
In the book Henry Sneeze.
You mean the story Henry Sneeze?
The story Henry Sneeze, whatever. But yeah, in the original book had the N word.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was back in.
Thank goodness I didn't have the original book.
Yeah. Well, apparently Wilbert said he actually said the complaint was actually rubbish and was actually, and he was like, "Well, saying, well, this one was okay back then. Why are you complaining about it now?"
It's because of this day and age. That's why.
I was gonna say, saying such a thing is racist now, isn't it?
Yeah, that was extremely
Yeah,
offensive. But
huge.
yeah,
That's very.
yeah. Well, however, he changed it to a much better sentence called, "When the boys ran away as black as soot."
Well, either way, it served them right for throwing stones onto trains.
Yeah. Well, actually, do you remember this narrator called Johnny Morris, who narrated the 8 Railway series books, the first 8?
I think so.
Oh, well, he actually really hated that racial word, and he actually used a replacement word. Like when he was about to get to that word, he was like, "Oh God, why?"
I understand the replacement word was a better word, wasn't it?
Yeah, miles better word.
What was the word then that you used that was better?
Soot.
Oh.
And the boys ran away as black as soot.
Yeah, but the George Carlin 18 plus stuff was so much funnier.
Achoo!
Well, at least they had a better version of the book where they didn't have the bad word, because otherwise it would have made children misunderstand and wouldn't realize that it was a bad word.
Yeah, to put it simply, he shouldn't have done it, but I agree. He made a mistake and he actually owned up to it. And do I think he's a bad person because he just used that word? No, he's not, because we're all human. We're not perfect, and we all make mistakes.
And we learn from them.
Exactly.
Just very quickly, from what I saw in some of your very early videos, E2, you had the camera pinned on some of those remake scenes with me and Olivia. Do you remember that red truck you used I drove?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, back then I didn't really have a full grasp on what your car would be, so I just used something out of the blue.
Well, I have been doing some research, and I think I might know a car that would suit railway manager for Sona.
And what would that be?
Well, that's the thing is, I don't know if it'll be compatible in Train's a new era, but I'll tell you what it is anyway.
There's
It's
cool.
it's a Corvette Stingray C2.
Corvette Stingray. I think there's like a bleh, bleh, wow, seizure. A plethora of car models on the DLS. So
Well, yeah, like I said, it's
I
one of those.
think there's some Corvettes there.
Yeah, I like Corvettes, but I think the Chevrolet Corvette C2 Stingrays are one of my favorites.
Why is that?
Well, they just look pretty sleek and pretty amazing. And one of the funny thing is, whenever my grandmother sees one of those cars with a really long bonnet, she keeps asking, why do the US have cars with such long bonnets?
Wait, did you say your grandmother or mother?
My grandmother.
Oh, you. I thought she died.
No. My dad's mother. That was the one who died was my mum's mother.
Oh.
It's from my
I get
dad's
it.
side, the one I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, because I actually also had grandparents from both my mom and my dad's sides.
But let me explain. She likes the cool cars that America has, but she doesn't understand why most of your country's cars have very long fronts.
Oh.
I think it's for the fashion statement.
I suppose that's makes a point.
Oh.
Hang on. Eric, if you give me a minute, let me try and find the car that I'm referring to. Corvette C2 Stingray.
Okay.
Picture of it so you can see what I'm on about.
I had some ideas for like Dante, like if he were to steal Will's whistle, he's like, and he had to get like a replacement whistle that kind of sounds like a higher pitch, like a female engine's whistle.
Mm-hmm.
He would be so embarrassed that he refused to leave the shed. He's like, I am not using this whistle. It makes me sound like a girl, and I'm never leaving the shed again.
Okay.
All right.
Eric, this is the car I'm referring to.
All right. I'll check it out in a bit later, but I think it's gonna be
Okay.
pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, Daniel, I want to tell you something, and especially you and you too, Daniel. You too. Do you know what my middle name is?
I don't think you ever mentioned that.
It's Thomas.
Oh my God, mine is too. Mine is too.
Gosh.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
I didn't. You never mentioned that before, either,
Instead
Eric.
of Casey Jr.'s basis, why don't I just go for a Thomas basis?
Oh, and also, not to mention, do you know what my grandfather's middle name is?
He's
is?
Wildcat.
Hey yo, Wildcat!
Oh, hey, Wildcat.
How's it going?
Doing
Hey.
good.
Doing
We're
good.
doing all right.
Anyways, like I was saying, do you know what my grandpa's my mom's stepdad's middle name is?
What?
What?
Edward. John
I just-
Edward Alessandra.
My bro.
I just want. Oh, I
Oh,
just heard a
another
beep.
one.
I thought I heard someone.
Huh?
That's weird.
What?
That was weird.
Maybe someone might have logged on by accident, trying to join. Maybe someone
That's the
tried to
thing.
join the stream, but accidentally clicked the wrong link.
Anyway,
Hmm.
did I ever tell you guys what my middle name was?
What?
James.
Yep, I'm called James
Hey,
because
like a
that's the name
bro.
of my great great grandfather.
Oh, speaking of which, I was named after my grandfather, Thomas, who unfortunately I never got to see because he died in 1983 from blood cancer.
Yeah. Anyway, let me explain. My great great grandfather, whose full name was James Henbest, he was actually a soldier in World War One,
Oh yeah, I remember you
Ooh.
told me about that one time.
and
I
he
think the
was
same as my great
he was
grandfather
my I think he was my grandmother from my dad's side, my grandmother's grandfather, but sadly in World War One he got himself blown up when he was trying to save his commander.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Wait, what do you mean? He got himself killed in an explosion?
Well, he died saving one of his own.
Yeah, but
that's a heroic thing
It was
to
probably
do.
because he was under our
Scared me.
That is probably right, yeah. But in my hometown, Andover, his name is on a little statue but just outside the church.
So let me get this straight. He died in an explosion while trying to save others.
He ran out to save his commander, who was probably injured, according to what my grandmother told me. But as he managed to get into safety, he just suddenly got blown up.
Boom.
But
Oh, geez.
I don't know. I don't know how he got blown up though.
Well,
Could have
Well,
been
that
like
actually
a bomb that fell from the sky or something.
no, I don't think
Possibly.
it was probably that.
No, I don't think planes. I don't think planes in World War One were used for offensive stuff. that
Or
so-
a grenade.
Didn't
Oh.
we have tanks in World War One?
Yeah, but that was not until 1915.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this that just reminded me of two heroes who were on 9/11.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a brief summary. So in both towers of the World Trade Center, there were actually people who managed to help people get to safety, but unfortunately didn't actually let me explain.
Survive.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Sorry, I had a little bit of trouble speaking. So in the South Tower, there was a security guard from a company called Morgan Stanley, and his name was Rick Rascola. He was actually the head of security at the World Trade Center of Morgan Stanley, and he actually actually thought about an apparent terrorist attack on the World Trade Center. And on September 11th, when the planes hit the buildings, he immediately evacuated almost all of the Morgan Stanley staff in the South Tower. But then he went up the stairs to make sure everyone was out. But while he was doing that, the South Tower collapsed and he was killed.
I know. When I was at the 9/11 museum in New York, when I saw the recordings of the towers collapsing, it just got me in the heart.
Oh yeah. Actually, the reason why the towers collapsed was because the fires in the buildings were actually hot enough to weaken the steel supports called the trusses that were able to hold the towers together.
Hearing that phone call there was like this one phone call that gave me chills where he was like basically said the World Trade Center got grass and few busted windows. Then I heard a big rumble and then the call cut out of him saying,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've heard that call.
Wait a minute. That must have been Kevin Cosgrove.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh God,
Oh God, oh!"
Yeah, it just cuts off like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, that is extremely horrifying and sad.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was like on the very top of the building. And also, there was this documentary I love watching called "Phone Calls from the Towers."
And you would not believe, like, it really disheartened me when I saw people who literally had to jump. It was like it was all for themselves.
Yeah.
It
Also,
was just horrifying and sad.
Yeah.
Papers just flying everywhere.
Yeah. Also, now let's switch. Now there was actually someone similar to Rick Rascola who was in the North Tower, Daniel, and let me explain. This guy named in the North Tower, he goes by the name of Frank DeMartini, who was the construction manager of the World Trade Center. Daniel, are you there?
Sorry, I was lost in thought.
Oh yeah. So anyways, so Frank DeMartini, he was the construction manager of the World Trade Center who started working there after the bomb attack in 1983. And when the plane hit the North Tower, he and another colleague, Pablo Ortiz, went up to the upper floors and they actually helped get people out of the building, and they made it as far as the 78th floor sky lobby. But both of them were killed when the North Tower collapsed. But due to their efforts, they saved the lives of over 70 people.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There was actually another plane that I think that hit the Pentagon.
Yeah, that was American Flight 77.
Anyway,
yeah.
Let's try to change the subject for the moment.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
let's talk about Dante's script or something.
Yeah, let's do
Go
that.
on.
Like as I was saying before, I was like Will the Green Engine gets so embarrassed that he refuses to leave the shed and I'm not sure if it would be too cruel, like if some of the engines on Daniel's already starts to like chuckle and laugh, except like Duchess of Athol or Sir Francis Drake and Max, and then they start, and I think I'm not sure who would joke around with my whistle, and then he suddenly lashes out at them, just like screaming and yelling at them because he was pissed off because his whistle got stolen and no one was there to help. And then Daniel walked in and he just stormed out of there.
Oh, is it like a reference to Gordon's whistle?
No, I think it was like I think it was something created that came to me like in deep thought. Like I was like lashing out at them, and I was saying, "How would you like it if I were to steal your whistle? Huh? You tell me." And then
But just out of curiosity, how on earth would Dante manage to steal steam engine's whistles?
I'm not. Sh-
Probably get one of his crew to do it.
Oh, I wouldn't
Oh.
be so sure of that because, as you remember from my video,
Oh yeah, I remember. What am I saying?
Yep.
in Princess Marie Louise, remember his driver stood up against Dante, telling me that he was lying about the blue engine.
Exactly. So I don't
Mhm.
think Dante's driver would actually try something like that.
I did have one idea in mind for when
What's
he goes
that?
too far.
What's that?
Well, this might sound a bit threatening. He would try to cause an accident and try to pin the blame on Duchess of Athol.
Oh,
A very dangerous accident. But
Ooh.
I think you can guess how that will go.
oh, yep. He's gonna get the sack.
Because he should have known by now that none of his lies work on me.
But he
But
just
I
never
was
learns because
thinking
he's an
more
idiot.
of like an accent. I was thinking of like an accent. Like I'm not sure if someone still has like my shockwave model, but basically E2 could put the faces in after post, and then he diverts himself onto the line, and he actually puts himself in the accent instead of another engine, and no, Shockwave does not die. He gets remodeled into like a smaller engine because they didn't have the parts that they need, so they put me in a smaller. I'm still thinking if I should still be a Casey Jr. body or a tank engine body.
Oh. Also, I thought of if I decide to send Dante away, and he gets angry and asks why the other what technically after I decide to send him away, he gets into an argument with the other engines, and one of them, Max, points out the reason why they don't want him on the railway. Technically, he goes, Dante, if it isn't obvious enough, we're kicking you off the ferry railways because of your constant behavior of being rude to us all the time. We have had enough of your nonsense, so we're letting you go.
Yeah, Dante, you're an idiot. We don't want you anymore. Go yourself.
Or how about this? If I was on the series, I'd be like, "You're guilty. Period. Bleep you. End of report."
Oh, George Carlin, there. No, this is if you don't live in this plan, you're guilty. Period. F you in report next case. Next flipping case. Next case.
Yeah.
Oh, Daniel, I'm sure you know George Carlin.
I've heard of him.
He's a meme lord and also voiced Fillmore in the Cars movies.
And he was one of the narrators of Thomas the Tank Engine Friends, and he's my favorite U.S. narrator and my all-time favorite.
Yeah, and his smudger laugh kind of sounds much more menacing.
It's a bit more better.
But
Yeah,
actually, but at the same time, I really like Michael Angelo's laugh for Smudger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also another reason what I love about George Carlin is his character voices. Like for example, you're the mucko nuisance. It's to leave you behind I be wanting.
One second. I'm writing in the private chat the line I just said about Max speaking to Dante, and I wanted. Oh, where'd Eric go?
He might have logged.
I reckon he lost the connection.
Okay,
Maybe.
well,
and also the George Carlin, he's like, "Eee!"
Like, do that or you press the wrong button.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not.
Hey guys,
Eric.
Hey guys, I don't know what happened. Just for some reason the thing just stopped.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, and hey,
Yeah,
Daniel, so what do you think of my Tiger Wolf hybrid OC counterpart?
that was amazing, lovely.
Yeah, and I will say that picture they made with me and Emily, that's really cute.
Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah,
also I got.
Question.
Oh, sorry. Oh, and also I got another hilarious George Carlin impression. Guess who this one is? Huh. I know my way about. I don't need smelly diesels to tell me what to do.
Duncan.
Yeah. This is the reason why. Yeah, George Carlin is the best one when it comes to Scottish accents. He is amazing. Oh, another one.
Wolf.
Oh, it's Wolf.
Hello.
Hey, Wolf.
Wolf.
How you
Sorry
doing?
about that. I just woke up and I noticed it was like.
It's like
Oh,
1:11.
overslept a bit.
Yeah. So, Daniel,
Yeah,
what
but
do you think of the new
at least
artwork?
you're here now.
Mhm.
Well, at least you're here now.
I got
Yeah.
a question, guys.
go on,
I
Eric.
just realized that my birthday is probably coming up, and I'm not sure. This may sound a little silly of me. I was asking for a request, like maybe you guys could probably like make me something since I rarely get fan art of like other people from other people.
Well, E2 did one for Olivia last year.
True.
All right, now what locomotive is that you're driving, E2?
That is, I don't know what the full railway name is, but it's ANWP P74
I think it's
Pacific number 49.
A&W, my favorite restaurant
It's
in Canada.
West Point P74.
Atlanta and West Point.
Yeah, Atlanta and West Point. Thank you, Eric.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
just very quickly, I also mentioned to Wildcat that I might one day add her character, Hannah the Tiger, into my videos one day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was thinking of the same thing, but I don't know what her persona is fully. I mean, I get a rough idea, but I just need to be legitimate.
I've made some vectors of Hannah the Tiger using a few bases of Nala.
Yeah,
I'll actually send you one of my
and Daniel-
OC bases.
And Daniel, I will say, like, I think you did a really good job of that.
Well, it wasn't easy, but I got there. Just very quickly, E2. When I mentioned that line about Max speaking severely to Dante, I've written it. I'm about to send it in the private chat because I want to hear what it sounds like from you.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
Yep, I see it.
It's in yard limit, so I'll just do it real quick.
Okay, just very quickly.
Let's do it.
I see it.
All right, let him do it.
Dante, if it isn't obvious enough, we're kicking you off the railway because your cousin's behavior are being rude to us all. We've had enough of your nonsense, so we're letting you go.
Nice. That was great.
Brilliant.
That was
Very
great.
good.
Thank you.
E2, this is the reason why I made you the voice of Max the Thompson L1.
Well, it's an honor to be part of your crew.
So I can say the same thing for me too. I'm really glad I got to meet you guys because if it wasn't for Olivia, I don't think I would have met you guys.
Yeah,
I
like,
sent you my basis on Google Chat so you could see the basis of my OC.
yeah, you know, I'll be honest. I feel real lucky that I got a chance to meet all of you.
Yeah.
I think you have me to thank because I think our friendship between us and Wildcat started when I was trying to look for a VA for Kiara. So, and Wildcat was the best candidate.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be.
kind of feel great for the narrator, but when I rewatched episode 3 when I had COVID, and thinking about it, he just sounds. I mean, in all honesty, he just sounds a little better than me.
Musical Tank Engine Productions.
Well, to be honest, I think both you and Music Blue are actually good enough equal as narrators.
But on the flip side, I'm still having you as Henry.
You're making Will voice Henry?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Like
I can't wait to see what his Henry voice sounds like.
And Wildcats is going to be voicing Jessica in the future as well.
Yep.
I actually was practicing, and I was.
Hang on a second. What was E2 about to say?
Okay, some of the M-Class's train is missing, so it must have derailed somewhere. So I'm going to stop this train right here and then slow you down.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I'm also glad to be a part of this crew because originally, when I sort of started using voice actors, I first met E2 on DeviantArt, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it was DeviantArt.
And then he offered a chance to see if he'd like to be one of the voices, and I figured he could start off by voicing some engines in my channel. And then all of a sudden, he came up with the idea to make a train simulator spin-off of my series.
Which is doing quite well.
And which of course is amazing.
Hang on, and it may be taking a while, but it's worth the wait.
Yes,
definitely.
Very worth the wait because
I got a question. Out of the 5 episodes of Furry Railway Tales so far, which one is? Tell me one by one. Which is your most favorite?
Oh, that's a good question.
For me, it's pretty much. Actually, I have 2 favorites. It's the Ernest and the Hyenas duology.
Yeah. Let me tell you this. when you posted episode 5, like I think a Westerner's Redemption, my brother who's 12 actually watched the series, and let me tell you this: when he episode 6 arc, and I was just upstairs like reviewing Yu-Gi-Oh cards with my friends, all of a sudden he bursts into my room saying, "Willie, get downstairs! I hear your voice." And I'm like, yeah. And then my mother and I watched it while I was just watching it because I was a little embarrassed. Like, how would they think of it? When the part where Ernest like couples behind, applies his brakes, and then he almost hits the tankers. My mother was like, "Wow."
What about you, Wolf? What is your favorite for Railway Tales episode?
The Western Jump and the unnecessary protection.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
you
the
sort-
hyena,
so
the
you-
hyena part was.
So
the
technically,
hyena
you
story was
sort of
funny.
agree with E2 on that one.
Get in there, son.
what
And
about
that
you,
will be
Daniel?
a possibly idea for the RP, Daniel.
Yeah, some parts of your roleplay is inspired by that.
Let me explain. I think out of all the Furry Railway Tales episodes so far, I'm going to say all 5 of them.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Daniel, I think I agree with you. I agree with you there.
And
My most favorites are
hang on. And when he finishes series 1, it will be all 10 of them.
Yeah, I'm planning. My
And
plan is to do 10 episodes per season.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Nice.
Let me tell you
And
my
Daniel?
2 favorites are. They are
I'm not sure
Max's
if my
animal
OC
care and unnecessary protection.
Why Max's animal care and first? Why Max's animal care first?
Well, it's because it's the only one I voiced in so far.
Oh yeah, you did Simba's voice, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Hey, Will, I wanted to ask, what did you think of my performance in episode 3?
It actually was pretty superb. Actually, it was pretty amazing.
Oh yeah. Which character did you think I did the most good voicing in? Edward or Simba?
Simba.
Hey, don't forget,
Yeah.
you voiced Prairie.
And
Oh yeah,
Atlas.
that was
And Atlas.
well, that was only a one. Oh yeah, that was a one-off
Atlas?
character in Duchess of Athol.
Yeah, Atlas the Austerity Penguin.
Oh.
He's a wine red J94.
Like the
He looks
Hogwarts
similar
Express?
to Wilbert.
Yep. Let me explain. The J94 that I use for Atlas, according to what I see on the side of its bunker, it used to work for Steelworks like 16 used to do.
Oh,
So I
hey,
was
speaking of
thinking,
oh, go ahead.
if my OC does see the light of day on the Furry Railways, I was thinking maybe I could probably retire from the narrator.
Why would you want to retire from the narrator?
Because it'd be kind of awkward to hear like my voice like being used a lot, like it's overly used.
Well, no offense, but I don't think it's definitely overused. I think you do a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of 16, guess what? I can take care of myself. No one tells me what to do.
Hang on. I just had an idea for when I do my Dante Goes Too Far episode. And this will be a scene with Ernest. It's technically Dante is arguing with Ernest, and then Dante goes too far. E2, in your own way, I want you to try practice reaction to what Dante says here. Technically, Dante would go, "Well, I think you would be better off thrown on the scrap heap, Ernest, the meaty engine."
Oh, burn! Get
Roasted.
roasted, boy, man.
Damn.
X
Hang on.
freaking, excuse me, says the one who wussed out to a freaking whole class.
Oh, well, at least I'm not the judgmental one to stupid poachers.
Oh, again with the roast.
And
Get
then,
roasted,
I
Ernest.
figured this would come in handy if Dante said that, E2, which I don't know if he will. I think Ernest would go, "Don't you dare talk of Jasiri and Jar Jar like that."
'Cause they're
Well,
all
that definitely
kumbaya,
shows that Ernest
buddy-buddy now.
definitely grew up from from the error of his ways.
You get the idea when I said meat engine?
Yes,
Yes,
I know what you meant.
Yeah, call back to
Yeah.
episode 4.
But
Yeah.
after that argument, Ernest would speak kindly to the other engines and says that he wished everyone would just forget his accident. And I want everyone to just forget that accident. I know I may have deserved it, but it just gets so frustrating.
Although for the sake of everybody, would you all kindly please drop that little incident I had that involved meat, because I think I moved on way ahead after that, and I do not
Exactly.
need to be reminded. I mean,
Exactly.
I get I was being a bit controversial, but I learned. So
That's
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
hang
this
on,
you
hang
know
on.
what this reminds me of?
Just very quickly, Eric. That was pretty good, E2, because it's a sign that Ernest knows he may have deserved it, but he just liked to forget it.
Yeah, that means she showed he matured after that accident.
But there's some engines are like
yeah.
I
Don't
don't
forget
know,
we have that at that manor.
Oh yeah, but
and
And
Daniel.
it's actually kind of nice
hang
to
on a minute,
see.
Wolf. But you see what I mean? When Dante said meaty engine, it was somebody would it would be like somebody would just go to Ernest. You just got dominated.
Oh, also
Anyway.
like that time when Toby roasted James about that bootlace incident.
Oh yeah. Anyway, what were you about to say, Wolf?
I had this idea. You know how the whole like the diesel and like but it was Daisy and electric engines.
Yeah.
I wonder if the electric engine feel about the engines are now being the electric engine being solar powered.
Solar powered.
Well, what Wolf means to say is somebody is likely working on engines that are running on solar panels, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just on the engine's roof.
What do you guys think? Do you think that kind of idea for a train could be possible, running on solar power?
Well,
Maybe.
It sounds interesting.
It
I'll tell you
could be
that.
possible, but no one said it was impossible, but it could be.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Um,
one thing for sure, it is interesting. I'll tell you that.
if my OC does see the light of day, like if he, like I'm not sure if I would be ever in the scene where Dante appears and he just starts causing trouble. Sometimes I get spooked a lot easily in VR chat, and let me tell you this: somehow I can go full British accent.
Oh.
Someone had like a, it's not like it's like the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. Yeah, he pulled out his sword and went behind me, and when I turned on my mayor, he was like, "You got him!" And I was like, "Buzz off, you bastard, you!"
Buzz up, you bastard, you!
Yeah.
That's what he
Buzz
do.
off. Oh, hey,
In
guys,
it,
let me do
in
it.
it, bomb.
Let me do it. Buzz off, you bastard.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have
what
to get
happened
going.
here?
I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
Oh no, the Penzi. Penzi
Oh,
K4 has
oh.
lost its coaches.
Uh-oh. What happened? Faulty coupling?
Oh wait, maybe the K4 had derailed somewhere.
Oh no. Not
Oh,
another
it-
Woodbridge
Oh,
incident,
dear.
did it? Not another
And
wreck of the broker.
Oh dear. I thought I forget which engine it would have been. I thought some other engine leaving their coaches behind was a unexpected thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Actually, you know what? Since the main line is cleared a bit, I might as well get the M class to pick them up.
All right. Oh, hey guys, one more thing before I go. I wanted to ask this a question. I wanted to ask you one by one. What is your favorite railway series book? Daniel, I'll let you go first.
I think it's quite obvious. I think my favorite of the books has to be Thomas's first book.
Oh, the 3 railway engines. What about you, E2?
I think it would have to be Henry the Green Engine because of Flying Kipper.
Oh yeah, that was the one where we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
About that controversy. What about you, Wolf? What is your favorite railway series book?
what controversies behind there?
I don't know.
I really don't want
Yes,
to talk about it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
It better not
Wolf,
be that
what is your
Shed
favorite railway series
17
book,
junk.
Wolf?
Hang on, I'm trying to think.
I think let him have a think for a moment.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. I think it's the Henry and the Elephant and the whole series of the whole book of the Duke the Lost Engine.
Oh, you mean Troublesome Engines and Duke the Lost Engine?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
What about?
technically, Duke, the basis of Duke's design is his favorite British narrow gauge engine.
Oh yeah. What about
Anyway.
you, Will? What is your favorite railway series book?
My favorite railway series book has to be the one where Henry gets stuck in a tunnel, and he
Oh, that's
doesn't
the
want to
first
come out because
book.
of the rain. Henry and the
three
rain.
rail-
Or
Three
sad,
railway-
the sad story of Henry.
or Come Out Henry. That's the 3 railway series books. And also, once an engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain, it went into a tunnel and squeaked through its funnel and wouldn't come out again.
Daniel,
Yes, Wolf.
I'm hearing rumors. Do you know that weird dimension? The one you get yourself in a nightmare?
Oh, you mean the back rooms?
I heard that they're gonna do an adaptation. As in a
Adaptation of a creepypasta or something?
Oh God, not the back rooms. Anything but the back rooms.
Oh boy.
Anything about the back rooms.
Okay,
uh,
let's
Yeah,
try
well,
and change the
let me tell you
subject.
before I go, let me tell you what my favorite railway series books are. Branch Line Engines, Toby the Tram Engine, Small Railway Engines, and Jock the new engine, and Duke the Lost Engine.
God damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, those are my top 5 ones.
Oh, top 5.
Yeah. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna have to get going. My classes is gonna be starting soon. Oh, before I go, Daniel, let me tell you what classes I'm taking before I go. I'm taking personal safety, fundamentals of independent living, employability skills, career exploration, and computers at Salbach.
Okay.
Hmm.
In fact, here's the school that I'm at right here. Look,
Oh,
Oh, nice.
it's really nice. This is actually my 2nd semester here. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna have to get going right now, but I was a pleasure talking to you guys this morning before class. It was a pleasure talking to you guys this morning, spending an
Pleasure to
hour.
talk to you too.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
Bye, guys.
You
Enjoy
take
the rest of
care.
your stream.
Bye,
Bye,
Eric.
Daniel. Bye,
Take
E2.
care.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
All right.
There was actually a storybook on Half Price Books, and it's $30. It's called The
Yeah.
Story of Casey Jr. by Walt Disney.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Kirzan and Kate wearing their own
I had a feeling you'd ask that, Wolf. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
And also like I'm gonna like I said link from DeviantArt in the private chat. It's from a post that I made a little while ago.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But I will say I will say like it's funny and cute at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Did you see the picture that I sent? I've seen it, Wildcat.
Well, actually, no, Daniel, I was talking to Will.
Oh,
Huh?
sorry.
What was that?
I sent a link from DeviantArt in the private chat from a
look.
poster that I made a little while ago.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I will say I think it's funny and cute at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Just mostly giving it up in the nose. I just go down and go. Boop!
Yeah, I got a lot of nose boops when I'm in VR chat while I was hanging out with my friends, and I'm like, and all that I said was, "This is fine. This is normal," which it is in my opinion.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's in it too, right?
But yeah, but that humongous wheeze that you've had yet, like
Oh my god!
like one of your friends just keeps like your friends just keep going up
I-
the slide over and over again.
Yeah, I have to admit I wheeze a lot, and let me just say I think my wheezing days are probably starting to come to an end. I think because it's starting to
there's-
less.
Yeah, I remember the days where I used to have quacking laughter, but they're all gone now, and that's utterly sad. So now I just have it.
Quacking laugh.
I actually have a
Well,
friend
it's
of
not
mine.
it's not necessarily quacking laughter like James May. It's more like
Oh yeah. Like I've actually had that a few times before. Like when you're laughing, your wheezing sounds like a goose.
yeah, James May just sounds like. Okay, and okay, now Daniel, what do you want to say?
Sorry, I was just having a little chat with CJ in his private chat on Google Chat. He keeps talking to me about how he's gonna, what you call, uh, revamping his channel possibly next year. But I'm pretty sure you already know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, why did
That scared the crap out of me. I just saw that. I was like, oh.
AEM7 jump scare.
A train jump scare.
Whoever thought you could get scared by a train like that?
Yeah, they just speed on no. I mean, it could be worse than a bullet train.
like
Or more-
meow.
I have a question for you, Wildcat.
Yes.
How did Hannah and Emily become best friends?
Well, I think when they first met, like at first, she thought, Hannah thought that Emily was going to hurt her in some way, but after spending some time over there, they started to become close friends.
I suppose that makes a bit of sense. Hang on a moment.
All right.
Sorry, I was just making sure my dog wasn't getting up to any problems.
I just gotta pick up the unstricken coaches and bring them back into the yard.
Yeah.
And how far away from here is the yard?
Not that far. And I think the Pier Marquette is about to pass through. I think I heard chuffing.
But I think that like a little duo with Hannah and Emily, I think it's pretty cute.
So, guys, I think I might post a GIF in the chat. I hope it works. No, it's not working.
Oh. And when it comes to Mayosi's backstory, and I will say it's pretty intense at the start.
Is it on your DA profile?
Well, you remember how we kind of roleplayed it in the one deviation?
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that one. It was that one moment.
Yeah, like I would. If I had a chance to be in this series, for if we were to make little joke episodes, if Dante tries to get me in trouble, if you look at the post public chat, attached to the piston, Casey Jr., how it goes up like a cartoon, I just hold up the Uno reverse card. Look in the Google chat.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I see it.
That kind of reminds me of an.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
That reminds me of that alternate ending meme from Sahandel's banishment to the Shadow Realm.
Oh my god, not that again!
Well, the Shadow Realm basically first started off as a Yu-Gi-Oh meme.
Look what TJ reacted.
But there was one video where I remember there was one video where Sir Topham Uno reverses the Uno reverse.
That's funny.
Well, guys, I gotta get going. I lost track of time because I have to get to work and stuff.
All right.
Yay!
Honestly, same. Honestly, I feel your pain.
Don't worry, I feel that pain as well.
I think a guy should be able to declare himself legally tired so he can get out of stuff he doesn't want to do.
Declare myself legally tired.
and also voice crack.
Wait, what? Did I crack my voice?
Yes.
No. Actually, I think Will was the one who voice cracked.
Let me check the YouTube replay.
And I thought I was the one with the voice cracking.
Oh my god.
I voice cracked.
God, you're now wheezing like a chewed up rubber dog toy. Oh my god, I think I killed him.
Yeah, you're killing me.
Also, that, please, you feel like a freaking tea kettle.
How hard is that?
The tea's ready.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
that should be enough. I'll
Okay.
log off, guys. I'll probably see you in the next stream before I go to Vegas.
Okay,
Alright,
Good
Will.
business
You
next
take
time.
care.
Okay,
See you, Will.
have a good
Take
long day's
care.
work.
Take
See you
care.
later.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Yeah.
Dang, that was
Ah.
that was quite a lot.
So yeah, that's another thing that we like to try to do. We like to try and think of new funny ideas for our YouTube videos.
Say, I was, Channy, Danny, I don't know if I ever chatted you. What are any of your favorite restaurant?
Well, I remember I do have one. Oh, speaking of favorite restaurants, I asked my mum what her favorite restaurant was, but she told me that they didn't have many favorite restaurants when she was a kid. She usually only went to the chip shop
Oh,
because my mum and her family used to live in Southampton.
hmm. What
And
about you,
I was
E2?
I think it would have to be. I do like buffet restaurants.
Like
hmm,
what kind of like what brand and chain you used to
Um,
eat in
I,
your
I think
childhood?
I think there was a Red Apple buffet that was like in Concord. I used to go to that. I don't know if it's still running anymore. Maybe it's probably out of business by now. But I used to love to go to that place.
What is it
uh,
called?
I think it's like Red Apple Buffet.
oh.
Hmm.
What about you, Wildcat? What's your favorite kind of restaurant?
That's a good question. Like, I mean, because I haven't been to any restaurants in quite a while.
Well, at my place, in my housing estate, there's a restaurant not too far, just up the road, called the Folly.
Hmm.
It was once known as the Hungry Horse, but it changed. But it was changed back to the Folly.
Hmm.
And back in the old days, it used to be just a simple plain white cottage, but now it's all been updated and everything, and it has a car park, whereas in the old days it never used to have one.
Interesting.
Anyway, my favorite restaurant is one that is very popular in my country. I, I don't know what type of restaurant it is, but it's called Nando's, and we have probably hundreds of them here in my country. I think there's probably, I don't know, probably over a dozen in London. Because there's one by the Cutty's Ark, and there's one just outside the entrance of Euston Station.
I want to let you guys in on something.
What's that?
What would that be?
I may or may not be planning a big project either in the middle of season 2 or before season 2.
Big project?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What kind of big project are you referring to?
I haven't figured out a plot yet, but the only information I'm gonna give is that it might see the use of these new models that I have.
Ooh. Well, you already know I'm working on a big project, which is my Transformers special after my Bambi and Lassie series. And I've also got another big project planned in the future called Tales of BR the Movie.
Ooh,
Ah.
nice.
But I've already decided the villain for that BR movie, and that'll be Dante coming back to try and bring the furry railways down.
Oh boy.
But I haven't figured the plot out yet, but if he
I
tries
just
that...
I don't want to be like how it happened with TMR.
I don't know.
Tamar.
Well, let me explain. I haven't really figured it out yet, but if Dante tries to make furry railways the way he wants it, you can guess how that went. And I think
also,
I know.
like,
Sorry, you
if
first,
you're-
Wildcat.
Well, I was about to say, like, if you hear meowing in the background, that's one of my cats.
Oh yeah, and I know what you meant by Tamar, Wolf. You were referring to the first letters of Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Yeah, Tyler said don't want to
The
have whatever.
abbreviation.
Yeah, just don't want to happen. I know what happened. That would just ruin the Thomas franchise. They say.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to try and do something like that.
Oh, I also got to say something. I don't know why the Furry Railway and the Tales of of VR. It's a bit of like Animal Crossing meeting Thomas.
What makes you say that?
You know the whole anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah.
Has anyone played Animal Crossing on older console?
I've heard of Animal Crossing, but I haven't played it.
Yeah,
I've
same
heard
here.
of it. I haven't. I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
Yeah, the one interesting character in now on the Host franchise is Isabelle.
Oh.
You know that little dog or puppy or something. It looks like a Shih Tzu.
Oh, that. Sorry.
Right
I
there?
think we mentioned in a role play that she was helping
Yeah.
being the secretary to one of my characters, mayor characters,
Hmm.
something like that. Yeah.
I have also too on DeviantArt. Did you notice the artist called Cox Preston?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on his idea of making Dante into a generator as punishment?
I mean, I don't mean any offense to him, but
No, I know.
it's, in my opinion, it's kind of a bit like copying Smudger's demise.
And Stanley's as well.
Yeah,
And come to think of it, turning an engine into a generator idea is sort of what you call
generic.
overrated.
Yeah,
No offense to him, of course.
yeah. I mean, no
Yeah.
offense. I mean, I get where he's going at, but we probably need to think of something like more original.
So, can you think of anything that's more original?
Not at the moment, no.
We can't use it with like pushing him off a cliff into the sea because that was already used with Tobias and a video where Henry confronts 98462. So that's overrated.
Yeah.
We can't have an engine trying to use tankers to blow up an engine because that was already done.
Yeah.
What about I don't know if it was an idea. It's just turning him into a vessel instead of being a steam engine or a diesel
Vessel?
engine.
What
You know,
do
as
mean
a
by- what do you
convert him from just a locomotive diesel engine to any vessel, like
You mean
like-
convert him into something like a boat or something?
a boat or an airship. It's just based on. I've seen some of the people use like other stuff to or something like that.
That is possible because I remember from one of those Tales of the Scrapyard videos where two naughty diesels called Spinner and Tanner got turned into a Class 13.
Yeah.
That's a thing, you two. Have you heard of the Class 13s?
I think so.
They're like two Class 08 diesel shunters merged together.
Yeah, the one of them, I don't know if it's Spinner on the front or Tanner on the front. No.
I can't really remember anymore, Wolf. I'll have to watch that story again.
Wait a minute.
Oh, CJ's asking, isn't that sort of the same thing as... Isn't this modification thing like vessel turning the same thing as turning into a generator?
No. Besides, they move together, right?
No.
Instead
He's
of
talking about before I mentioned the Class 13 when you suggested a punishment for Dante. You remember when you said try and turn Dante into a different vessel? CJ was referring to saying that. Isn't that sort of the same thing as to like?
Oh, Spinner is the front. Spinner is the front, and Tanner is at the back.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, but they call. I know the sound controversies. They call different the different units, the master and the
Yeah.
Legend. But my term is called the big sister and the little sister, or the big brother or the little brother for the.
But sadly, in real life, the Class 13s are all gone now.
Oh.
Scrap, I would say. And before you ask, no, the punishment I give to Dante will not be scrap, because I would never go that far. And I just had a bit of a thought from. You remember Westerner's Redemption, E2?
That's right.
If I had sent Ernest away, where would he go?
I have no idea. Maybe he would be put into storage, or possibly someone from a heritage railway might have bought him.
Well, there are a couple of panniers that I saw at Didcot Railway Centre.
GWR Railway Museum. You have one at Didcot.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm surprised. I have to ask though, E2, when did you first hear of the Didcot Railway Centre?
From a YouTube channel that I used to know.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
Daniel?
pretty, and it is a very interesting railway centre. I mean, they have two sections of track around it where you can go up and down on the tracks. Last time I went there, it was during a steam gala where they had the S160 I mentioned, and the other one was with a little green engine. And you probably saw it in some of my YouTube videos. One time they actually had one of their diesels running on the other line. I can't remember what diesel it was. Hang on. It might be in my heritage section on my profile.
Also, hey, E2, do you remember this little poster on DeviantArt?
A poster?
Yeah, I was about to ask you if you remember it.
I think I do, and the M class just derailed, so I had to delete it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the little X's at the top.
Daniel?
Hang on a second. Wildcat.
Yeah?
CJ is asking if you can think of any new engines for his new train Sona.
I might have to think about that.
Fair enough. Hang on, let me see
Yeah.
if I can find the diesel that I saw at the Didcot Railway Centre. Because I've been there a couple of
DJ's
times now.
asking us what other.
He's looking for a new
Yeah.
basis. Oh, I forgot. One of the diesels I saw at Didcot was also a Class 08 by the name of Phantom.
Oh yeah, I've seen that engine. I've seen that engine before in a Day Out with Thomas event video.
Yeah. Oh, this might sound a bit.
Yeah, Phantom and the guys. Sorry.
I never told this to anyone, but I'm actually
Was that
looking.
your cat? Was that your cat, Daniel, or
No,
wild cat?
I think it's my cat. It's Mittens.
Yeah,
Anyway.
the chatterbox.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's downstairs at the moment. But anyway, when I saw Phantom, I'm growing interested in looking for either a Batman or a Hornby model of him for my railway. And also, I heard recently that possibly this year they're going to release a new Hornby model of Sir Nigel Gresley.
Well, I heard.
Ooh.
Oh, but Daniel, I heard they had.
Who's speaking first?
I just said it. I only said interesting. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead, Wolf.
I heard they're gonna do one. It's called the Easterner.
The what?
The Easterner. It's another one of the LNER Class A4.
Oh. But anyway, yeah. They're going to sell a new design of Sir Nigel Gresley, so if they do sell one and I decide to buy one, do you know what that would mean for me?
What would that mean?
My 8-year search for a Hornby Sir Nigel Gresley would be over.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I've been searching for one of those models for 8 years.
Jeez.
I found the picture of the diesel I saw last time, which was on a really hot day. The diesel I don't know the class, but its number is D9516. Hang on, let me look that up. I can find out from here. Let's see, D9516 locomotive. Oh, I just realised this diesel actually has a name.
What?
According to this, they call it Teddy Bear.
Teddy.
I know. It's a. I don't know. Hang on. Let me see if I can find out what class it is. I know it didn't have a nameplate, but that's what they called it. Oh, it's a BR Class 14. But I never realized they had a diesel that was actually called Teddy Bear.
Since Bear's not the only one who has the name of an animal.
Yeah, but this one was named after a stuffed toy bear.
Yeah.
And don't forget there was an but don't forget there was an A4 named Silver Fox.
That is true. I'm actually looking for a model of that, actually.
How long have you been looking for it?
To be honest, I'm not even sure. I learned of the engine when I saw a little classic video on a DVD about Mallard called the Elizabethan Express, and Silver Fox pulled that train when she was painted in BR green. But yeah, Silver Fox is actually an engine I'm looking for, and in real life, her nameplate is actually still around. And her Silver Fox symbol.
Say, Daniel?
Yes.
I was trying to think. Might want to get a Hornby number, LNER number 60009.
Hang on, a Hornby 009?
60009.
6009? Or is it 3 zeros and 9?
3 zeros and 9.
Hang on. 60009. That's Union of South Africa.
Yeah. Because I like it because of its name. Because its name because of the because of Africa.
I don't know if you know this, E.T., but I've heard recently that Union of South Africa is retired from service.
It's due to a
What?
It was due to a cracked boiler tube.
Wait, so you're saying it's withdrawn?
You could say that.
Wow, oh no.
I know. I was a bit of a shock myself. I mean, it's sad enough that Mallard had to be taken out of service.
Daniel?
But look on the bright side, E2. At least putting him in a museum is better than sending it for scrap.
Yeah, anything's better than being cut up.
Yeah,
And
what were you saying? Anyway, what were you saying, Wolf?
I was saying that it was due to because there was a cracked boiler tube.
A cracked boiler tube. Yeah, and I shortly before, but I was lucky because I actually got to see Union of South Africa in service some years ago, go through Andover.
Yeah, but you remember one incident with Union?
Oh yeah, the incident that Wolf's referring to is it was just about to start off with leaving its train behind, but they forgot to unhook the corridor tender from the doors.
Wait a minute, I think I saw a video of that on YouTube.
I mean, it was an accident, of course, but they literally forgot to take it off.
But it's kind of they use that. I think the YouTuber Silverman used the idea for one of his siblings.
Yeah.
The one is named after a U.S. president.
Dwight D. Eisenhower?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that one in real life back in 2013 before it was sent back to the United States.
But I was wondering what would be his reaction if that story being brought up. Like,
to be honest, I'm not even sure.
Is he embarrassed or no?
I don't know. But anyway, yeah. I've spent 8 years looking for a model of Sir Nigel Gresley. The one I want is where it's painted in its current livery, which is BR blue with black wheels. Hang on. I didn't know it was once painted in BR green. I mean, and I knew Sir Nigel Gresley was once painted in LNER blue with red wheels like Mallard, and BR blue, but I didn't know BR green.
Union it used to be called Osprey because due to the whole controversy opposition against the apartheid
yeah.
South Africa. So yeah, Union was changed to Osprey. It's kind of odd named after supposed to be a bird or something, and then it changed back to Union. Maybe they could use that as a nickname. It used to be a former name because of the whole problem with the racial prejudice somewhere in South Africa, but now he was renamed back.
Hang on a minute. I'm just looking up pictures of the new P2 that they're working on. According to this, Prince of Wales is still currently in its red undercoat.
Just like Henry.
Yeah, and it's not. And the pictures I'm looking at, it doesn't have its side rods yet.
But we only saw its front. It kind of looked just like, but it's only on its front side.
Yeah, we haven't seen its tender yet.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a bit of a while before we see Prince of Wales in action.
And you know that the character I'm still working on. It's you remember the name of the circus, but it's supposed to be based on Barnum and Bailey's and the Ringling Brothers. What was it? Something Madonna and Madonna, the Stripe Hole Sisters.
I think so.
Yeah.
Whoa, that Amtrak's got a powerful horn there, E2.
It's another classic Amtrak electric, the E60.
From what I've heard, these electric trains are sort of more modern than the heritage diesels.
Yeah.
So doesn't that make
only this one? The only thing is this one was quite a rough rider because of poor bogie design. So these trains were only limited to like lower speeds, and it was meant as one of the first replacements for the aging GG1s, such as this one.
Good grief! I think I've seen a picture of that diesel.
Yeah, the GG1s were went on they've been around since the 30s.
A diesel that's been around since the 30s?
Yeah, the GG1s.
Oh, well, I thought the Class 08s were the old ones.
Say, Daniel.
Yeah.
You know, on South Africa or Union, you know it has a plaque on its left side.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a springbok.
Oh yeah.
I've been thinking for Ali, or
yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Alliance.
Yeah.
I think she has a wide line on the face. You know, like Queen Gianna's face.
I suppose. But yeah, these
without the makeup, just with. I want to know which.
Hang on a second. These are these diesels in different liveries.
Yeah, they're all in different Pennsylvania Railroad liveries. The one major thing that I like about these engines is their one-tone horns. Oh wait, no, not this one.
That sounds more like a buzzer. What the heck?
You were saying?
That's the sound of an actual ship, not a diesel.
Yeah, the horns that these electrics use are called Leslie A200s.
Why they? I don't know what kind of horn that sounds like.
It sounds like this.
No. I mean, I don't know what kind of other machine it sounds similar to.
I think it's like the first generation diesels of like the 1950s or maybe 30s. Actually, I heard some engines of the New York Central, probably the Huds, probably the Niagaras. They had air horns installed onto them.
Yeah, I think I've heard of air horns.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sort of sounded funny. That one there made it sound like a buzzer.
Oh yeah, CJ just mentioned something about the GG1s. One of them, number 4876, and it had an accident. It crashed into a station, because it became a runaway, and it served as the basis for the accident in the movie Silver Streak.
Oh, but how did it become a runaway?
I think it was like going down like a steep gradient, and
its brakes failed.
Possibly, yeah.
Isn't that sort of a similarity to how I know he lost his brake connector, but Max sort of nearly suffered a similar experience.
Yeah, only he almost crashed into
train of oil tankers.
Yeah, train of fuel tankers actually.
Daniel?
Hang on, I just want to say if they had actually crashed into those tankers, it would have taken all.
So it would have taken Billy, Max, Jasiri and Janja.
Bambi, Feline, and Kiara.
Yeah, and Ernest as well because he was in front braking. And if I had the patience, I would have added some people on the platform where Duck
Right.
was, and
Yeah.
it would probably take out some people on the platform as well. So if you think about it, Ernest saved a lot of lives.
I was gonna say that would have been a mighty inferno.
Yeah.
I'm starting to ask myself now if I know that if they had crashed into there, which would be worse, the fire that happened with the oil tankers in the forest with Sir Francis Drake, or that?
Well, if you think about it, then they both sound bad, like very bad.
But in episode 2, the Great Prince said only 7 animals perished in the fire from the Sir Francis Drake's oil
Only
incident.
7 of them because I think the events took if you think about it, if you've paid attention to the script, it would have been it's still quite a bit in the morning, so the 7 animals that were there were probably still having like their like morning breakfast of like grass or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, but I think I get the point now.
Okay, yeah. I shouldn't have over-explained it.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah. Daniel?
You didn't over-explain it at all.
Oh, okay.
So you're good.
Okay, that's okay.
But yeah, I never realized.
Now Wolf's trying to talk to you.
Oh, sorry, Wolf. You go on.
You remember that? I don't know where Mark is doing. I don't know what's Mark doing right now.
I don't know.
But you remember in one of the chat when I saw. You remember chatting about Gordon?
Yeah.
When I saw you, Mark was talking about a.
Like a gender bend version of Gordon.
Yeah, but I had this idea. Well, both of us. It's just don't know, but about Gloria, but the one I call it a gender bend version of Gordon, as a twin sister to Gordon.
Hmm.
That's just had this idea.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
By the way,
we have like how we do with Ponga and Perdito being cousins to Pongo and Perdita.
Yeah. By the way, Wolf, I don't know if you did earlier, but did you get my joke about Dante calling Ernest a meaty engine?
Yes.
I was going to say that sounded like a way of Dante really roasting Ernest.
Yeah. Mark,
oh boy.
If you're watching this when I was telling Daniel right now, thanks for the idea.
What idea?
You remember that idea for thought of making to have an idea of going to have a twin sister named Gloria.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
that makes me. If we did Pongo Purdy, why not have the Solar Engines having twin siblings?
Well,
twin sister siblings.
That would take a lot of work, wouldn't you think?
Possibly. Besides, if their twins be absent, it could be they help Solar.
But
with the other.
But there's just one thing, right? Thomas is an E2 tank engine, right?
Maybe there could be possible survivors, or.
Well, it's just I'm saying because it's likely that in the Thomas and Friends series, Thomas's siblings are all gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
or just could be possible. But one is still surviving. This is just more of a idea theory.
Yeah.
And also, I think for Henry, but since there's a lot of the LMS Daniel 5s still going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, CJ just said about the E2s, all gone except for Timothy.
Oh yeah, there's him.
What was the other?
I don't know.
It could be if Thomas have a twin sister. That makes this is more basic wise for E2. That makes no offense, I'm E2. It's just
no offense. None taken.
That your OC Justin have a twin a twin sister, though.
Hang on, I just want to quickly ask a refresh, and I'd like you to refresh my memory, E2. What exactly does the nickname NPRR stand for?
It stands for North Pole Railroad.
Ah, now that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Well, in a respectful way, it would make sense since you like the 1990s version of Rudolph.
That is correct.
Yeah. And
And
I've also.
I remember.
Sorry, you go first, E2.
I remember you asking me how I got the movie, and then that you were looking for it. How is that going?
Still not going very well at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Also, I had a sort of idea for something you could probably do as a video in your spare time, E2, in future. Not right now, but maybe in future.
Sure, fire away.
You remember my train sonar in Train Simulator?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking you could make a video where I come to Soda on trial. And and then have Sir Topham tell them that I was actually named after myself. And of course, being an engine who does whatever job given, including shunting, the big engines like Gordon keep trying to convince me that tender engines don't shunt. But
Same thing he did today. The same thing he did to DOA.
Yep.
But I pay no attention. But that's not the only thing I was thinking. I do shunt trains and I do pull goods trains, but James thinks pulling trucks ruins a red engine's image. But I tell him that is absolute balderdash.
Oh shit.
So Gordon and James kind of fail to get me to think like them. Henry, on the other hand, seems to like how I work.
Huh.
Other hand, or is it other buffer? I don't know. Also, one time when I went to the West Somerset Railway, I actually did see a high mech class 35.
Oh yeah, I remember you commenting to a deviation that you posted about that.
And it was on a very hot day so the diesels were out because they didn't want to risk any of the steam engines catching brown grass on fire, which fortunately didn't happen. But as the high mech was leaving the station, it blew its horn off, and it sounded so loud that I had to cover my ears. And I'm going to be honest with you, its engine actually did sound like it was growling like a bear. So I can understand why Bear ended up with the name. This diesel I'm talking about was D7018.
I don't know.
I came up with this idea of how. Sorry, you first, D2.
I don't know if you've seen these yet. You might have, but I'll just show them to you just in case.
Go on. Oh my god, is that Olivia?
That is indeed.
Whoa.
Wait, isn't she supposed to look like a
lady? So you actually found an engine basis for her?
Aww.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Olivia loves Lady, and that one video that Gio did for Olivia's whistle, so that serves as a little inspiration for this whole thing. And I've also made Mr. Thompson.
Mr. Thompson?
You know, Eric.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god.
Nice.
Hey, this gives me an idea, you two. Why not do a screenshot with them together for DA? Just a suggestion.
I'll think about that.
But yeah, judging from how Olivia's face looks very similar to Zoe's.
Yeah, but it's based off of Olivia's persona. That.
Yeah, I guess that.
Oh, and also listen to this. This is her bell sound.
Oh my god,
Aw,
Olivia will love that.
I'm sure she will.
I mean, she hasn't. She might have seen the models themselves, but she hasn't heard like that.
That is impressive. You used her voice dub of that There Is Life song from Bambi 2.
Yep.
What does Eric's whistle sound like?
You'll see in a second.
And judging from his look, he's an A3.
Yeah.
Wow. You gave a British engine an American whistle.
Yeah, particularly from Santa Fe 3751.
And that black paint looks really good.
I try my best with the red lining, but wait, no, it's gray lining.
Yeah, because black and red lining is usually a popular colour for British Railways engines. Even though we do have some in blue or green and so on, and LMS red.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, these are the couple in trains.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Very nice.
Now back
Do you have any engines like my own to quickly show?
well,
Just out of curiosity.
there's this boy.
David.
Ooh.
He finally has a face mesh in his own face textures.
Where's his crest?
In a second, let me just pull up his. There we
Oh,
go.
Lucas. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
And Lucas, the Class 37.
Yes. Oh, and also
Yeah.
our favorite princess, our favorite coronation has got yet another face makeover.
A face makeover?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh my
yeah, I
god.
think I see it.
Oh my god, you've added colour on her eyes.
Yeah, and this face right here. I tried to recreate that iconic face that's usually on DOA.
Hang
The
on.
one I did?
I recognize the original looks for the face because I saw a B12 called Hazel on the other YouTube videos, and she had a similar thing.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna pull up the face sheet real quick.
Oh, this will be very interesting.
It's a series essentials, face packs. This will be our engine face packs.
Hold
Copy.
on.
Oh, there we go.
You're doing updates on them?
I mean, I already did, but yeah.
Oh,
So,
oh,
so yeah, this face right here, recreated with this face.
so technically you sort of mixed them together?
I sort of recreated it.
Sorry.
There's her angry face.
Oh, oh god.
Racing winced. Her cheeky face, which is almost a bit similar to either Scarloy or Peter Sam.
No.
This is
Yeah.
her confused face, which is yet another recreation of an original.
Okay.
Which is, I think it's
Mine or something?
no, this one right here, a recreation
Oh.
of this face.
Oh yeah, that's a confused face, yeah.
Yeah, and there's her cross face, which is yet another replicated original.
Oh yeah, I remember
this
that.
one.
Mm-hmm.
And then her grin was just like a custom.
Is that like a nervous grin or something?
No, it's just a grin. You already saw her happy face. This is her neutral.
Okay.
Her pouting, or
Grumpy face?
you can say that. All right, sad face.
Oh.
And this one is a bit of a shocker.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Shock face, get it?
I like how you shrank her pupils in shock.
She sleep. She'll sleep.
Oh, I
Aw.
like the eyelashes on her.
I figured I'd give that extra detail, and this is her like either smile or laughing face.
Smug.
And you know, it's so difficult not to look smug at this point.
Not that reference.
Like up at like I can imagine Red String like saying to DOA, "Don't do that face! Don't do that face! No, not the fuck face! I gotta do okay."
And that's her exhausted one.
Yep.
Why did his mouth almost like one of the Tug's face mouth?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. And yeah, and this is her unamused face. She's like,
Hang on, let me try something. With that face she's got on now, it was like she would say, Duchess of Athol not amused. Okay, go on.
like we need to talk about your search history.
Okay.
And I'm upset about it.
Oh god, she looks like she's giving me the puppy eyes.
It's so cute.
Hang on a second. I want to do a little something.
Oh,
Wait.
Billy, I've seen your search history, and I'm upset about it. This may or may not be referencing to that one short that you did with Billy and Max.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is, but I get the idea. I bet it would be funny if you actually did one of her with the puppy eyes, bigger ones though.
oh my god, like that'd be adorable.
Well, she does have a vixen face, so that would be easier.
Mhm.
Do you have a model of Dante?
Well, I mean, there are several 08 models out there, but I haven't made one for Dante yet.
Well,
Okay.
his does seem a bit of a simple one, painted in complete BR green, but
Oh yeah,
there
I
are
don't know.
many of those out here.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Ernest got a new model.
Oh, you made him look.
Oh yeah.
Good grief, he's a bit of a darker shade of black. And wow, he looks impressive.
Oh, and look closer.
Oh my god, he's got a nameplate.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his crew like inside?
It's just the basic SI3D crew.
Because I was going to say he now looks very similar to the what you call it, TV series of Duck.
Huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now back to our regularly scheduled.
Hey, you remember that one of Dan? You remember you saying about for a future Halloween movie TV episode?
with Lion on Das.
Leonidas,
Oh, that's how it's pronounced, Leonidas.
And then on
but it
But
says
yeah, at the moment, I'm planning to have that story set on the Lion region of Furry Railways. But at the moment, I need to find the right engine characters for that region.
you seen the drawing E2 right of Leonidas? It's the one where he has the half of a lion face and the other part being of his smoke box door. Kind of inspired from the Half Engine by NCO Pictures.
I am going to admit, the story of the Half Engine is like taking railway horrors to a new level.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Dan, I'm still thinking making a model of my train called Quasimodo. The
half-faced white lion engine.
yeah, but unlike the Half Engine, he's
This
still
one is more nicer.
yeah that and less a lot of pain. That like the Half Engine.
That's where you got the name from, inspired by Quasimodo from Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And possibly one of Speedy Cheetah or Bongo. his uncle, was it? Right. That was one of the supposed to be a leopard.
I don't know, guys. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I haven't got much longer, E2. I'll have to go in a minute.
Oh, in a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
And Daniel, I'm still thinking.
I was thinking of cutting it off. I was thinking of ending the stream soon.
All right.
And I know I just placed another train down, but
is this some kind of look like a model railway in a way?
sort of, yeah.
Because I saw the background. It's like
because technically, train simulator railways are like model railways, just on a computer.
Yes. I mean, trains. I mean, when trains first came out, I think it was like the early 2000s. It was meant to be like a model railroading game, but until the whole like
Thomas and Friends.
yeah until like the whole. Oh my God! I can't speak.
Easy, and
have a minute to catch your words.
Ooh, okay, until everything with Scarloy 1, 2, 3 came out, or Richard Jordan, with all the
Richard Jordan. You mean that's the Scarloy 1, 2, 3's real name?
Richard. Yeah, Richard.
I have to ask though, E2. In the new episode you're working on, Sparky will first appear with scratches all over him.
Right.
Has you done an updated version on that, or is it still the same as before?
Yeah.
Maybe not. That's all I'm telling you.
Daniel, should you ever thought adding Odin? If you have another Express engine.
Sorry, I've only got the one.
I'm gonna say if you have another one for Olsen and one for Sparky. It's
I don't know if that'll be entirely possible because in real life, Alton Hall is with Jordan at the Harry Potter tour.
Yeah.
Is the real one?
Come back.
The real one, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
it's just now it's aesthetic display at that Warner Brothers.
Tell E2 Wolf. Tell him why Alton Hall was withdrawn.
Possibly there was I don't know, if it was after a signal failing, possibly a ban or something, or I don't know. Or contracts.
You mean it passed signal at danger? You mean?
I don't know. Maybe I just what I read from the online.
But either way, the engine is now on display at the Harry Potter tour, and I know because I've seen it there.
Oh, what are you doing right now?
Oh no!
How did that happen?
What happened?
Somehow they
the GG1 derailed.
That was unexpected.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Maybe that's enough for today. So I'm just
before you do it, I just want to have a quick look at Sparky very quickly.
Okay.
Just a quick look at Sparky.
Actually, you know what? I'll send some pictures.
Okay, that's fair enough. Send them to me in the Discord.
I want to delete this.
I'm Daniel.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think another half engine, but it's still saying like but I was thinking I don't know which.
That's understandable. Anyway,
I don't know. I don't know if it will be the KURED1 or a austerity like.
Well, we'll figure it out over time. But anyway, you want to wrap it up, E2?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so this has been a very good stream, which is what I'm looking for. So to those of you who have joined and the people who have been watching these past 2 hours and 25 minutes and 57 seconds and counting, thank you all very much.
Yeah.
Yep, it was our pleasure to join E2.
Yep, it was a pleasure.
Oh, and stay tuned for Thursday the 23rd because by request of Olivia, I'm gonna do a birthday stream for Olivia's birthday.
Ooh, that
nice.
sounds nice.
So yeah, be on the lam for that.
We'll try.
Now on that bombshell, we shall see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Cheese.